How come that looks like that? All right, there we go. That's better. Guys, I'm gonna head to work. I figured I'd take you along for the drive once I figure out where my keys are. Oh, Jack. It's one thing after another, isn't it? What'd I do with my keys? Oh, this is so typical me. All right. I don't have any of my keys. That's not good. What can I just do with those? All right, I'll figure this out here. What the fuck? Oh, all right, here we go. Watch your language, too. Do not swear on here. Because you got your microphone on, Jack. Be careful. All right, I gotta go get my, I have to go get my guitar. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Do I have everything I need? Got my wallet. Do I have my wallet? Yes, I do. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Excuse me. Whoa, that bird just scared me. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't see anybody. If you're here, I don't know. I don't think. Maybe I can find out if you're here or not. I don't know. Anyways, check this out. I can switch the orientation to here. That's cool. We're heading to work, guys. We're going to work. I'm taking you with me. Let's go. I don't know if this will cut out or what's going to happen. I mean, it's a live stream on the move. A live stream on the move. How about that? Good morning, Natalie. Yes, I'm not going to be able to pay attention to that screen now because Jack's driving. That's right. All right, here we go. Let's go. I am going down to play for the little kids. Monday morning, they're rock and roll with kids. Oh my gosh, that's bright. I can't see. And if this is working out, all right, this is totally an experiment here. I was trying to get a cool, I had a good short this morning and I couldn't get it to upload, which didn't make me happy, but I'm over it now. Anyway, so we're on the move here, so this could very well cut out. I don't know how this is going to work. You know, it's the internet, so I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm taking you guys with me down the road. This is a totally different thing I'm doing. I'm really I'm getting addicted to live streams. They're a lot of fun. Typically what I do is I film myself when I'm in the car like this anyway, and then I don't use half of it. So why not do this? It's good practice for me too. I wish I could do a dual screen. That would be cool. And my window's dirty here, guys. See if I can't get that cleaned up for you. So I am heading down to Mother Teresa's. Yes. That's where we're going this morning. I have a 9:30. I have to be there at 9:30 Eastern time. And here, I'll show you my little town. The little town of where I live. Alright guys, this is going to look different tomorrow because we got a snowstorm coming. We got a big snowstorm. I guess we're getting dumped on tomorrow. That's what I hear. I'm not quite sure what time that's supposed to start, but I think I'm going to be waking up to a blanket of whiteness tomorrow. Yeah, so the whole purpose of this morning's live stream is just to try it out and see how it works when you're in your vehicle doing it. And like I said, I'm not paying much attention to that screen because Jack is driving. I do glance down every now and then, but I am keeping my eye on the road because, of course, that's what you should be doing. Anyway, here we go through this little town in upstate New York. Borders the Hudson River. And the temperature right now is 37 degrees. Beautiful day. It's balmy out there. Balmy. And I'm wide awake. Been up drinking coffee. I've been up drinking coffee. Well, I drank decaf though. I mean, there is a little bit of regular in it, but it's mostly decaf because that is much better for me. But it seems to just wake me up, you know? It wakes me up. All right. So now we can kick it up to 55. And get some heat on. Get some heat on in the old house. The house on wheels. So this little Subaru that you're looking at here, this little Subaru is my little home on wheels. And this one actually moves. This is a 2009 Subaru. It is a Forester, and I love it. It's a hardy vehicle, and it's done a good job for me. I've had it for, I think, just over a year. And it'll be interesting to look back at this and see how this came out. Hope I got everything I need. I was in a hurry this morning. Just kind of getting out the door. How was everybody's weekend? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I did. And I really loved Friday night's live stream in Harvey the RV, which is where we should be this Friday night, unless I'm helping my wife set up, which I'll find out about today, whether or not that's happening. So yes. So it's cool how you can drive down the road and I haven't lost any, I'm still alive, you know, I mean, I'm still going. This hasn't cut out on me yet. So I must have a good internet connection. Does this use satellite, I wonder? I don't know. I was, I checked out StreamYard, and that excuse me, stretching my neck there, and that gave me another option too, and that was, I think, Riverbed or something like, I can't remember what it was called. Anyways, these are streaming. This is where you can stream and have multiple channels on and have people on your channel, and you guys had suggested that, you know, I checked that out, And I checked it out, and the only issue is that it costs money. You do get like a week free, but I need more than a week, you know? And they're expensive too. I mean, too much for me. It's like, I think at the cheapest it was like $35 a month, and I can't afford that. I wish I could, but not at this point anyway. That's definitely something I would like to utilize down the road if there's a way to make that happen. I would love to be able to stream on multiple platforms and get people on my live streams, but you gotta have a little money to make that happen. And I don't have the money to put towards that right now. So I'm gonna just stick to what I'm doing. But we'll find a way to make it happen, where I can invite people in and have you be a part of my live stream. Unless somebody knows of something that I don't know about, where you can get, you know, a much less expensive live stream with other people. Invite them to your channel. So I'll show you, we're looking at the river right now. To our right here, to our left. So that's the Hudson River, guys. And the thing I like about this particular drive that I'm doing is it's all along the river the whole way. And if I can't see the river, it's just beyond a farm field or the tree line, but it's always there, you know. I mean, I just follow it the entire time. And I love this drive. I mean, it's a pretty good drive. This is not a busy road. And when I do get down to where this, I wonder if I can put that so that thing is not, yeah, there we go. I had my little Volkswagen as the focus of the video. When I get down towards where this gig is, it does get busier. Alright, maybe if I move this, that'll make a difference. I'm moving you, Mr. Truck, for right now. Putting you over here. And that way we don't keep going out of focus. Mr. Truck, Mr. Van. I should name that little van. Who's on right now? I can't see anything. Say hello. Hello, hello, good morning. You don't have to. That's not your job. You can just watch. Unless you want to say something. I know you're there, though. I know you're there. I just don't know who you are. You don't have to tell me who you are. I gotta slow down a little bit. It's 55 jack, not 60. Okay, here we go. I can't read. Thanks, Natalie. Except now I can't read it, though, of course, you know, because I'm driving. But I'll read it later. Thank you for chiming in there. Yeah, to read along. If anything anybody has to say, if it's more than 5 words, I'm probably not going to get to read it because I can't read and drive. That makes sense, right? Not unless you guys want to see me have an accident live on YouTube. What do we have up here? Some kind of vehicle. Some kind of farm vehicle of a sort, probably. We're passing by Saratoga battlefields now. And if you were to look that up, this is very historical. A lot of battles happen there. And that would be to the right. Haha, no accident, yeah. No, we don't need an accident. And watch, probably I'll get like 15 people on. Maybe he's gonna have an accident. No, I know that's not the case. I'm just, you know what I'm really happy about right now is how well this is picking up. As far as I can tell, you guys can see this, well, and there's a clear picture. It is on my screen, and I'm assuming you can hear the audio really well too. I got my mic on, and cut that beard back a little bit because it was not much of a beard. It was hillbilly scruff. That's what I'll call it. Hillbilly scruff. Man, I was doing a good job this morning. I had I did a short, and I could not figure out, I made up a song on the spot about Monday morning, and the fact that it was 2025, blah, blah, blah. And I liked it, it was good. And then I could not get it to upload. I couldn't get to the next step. But I suppose these are all things that I'm going to just have to learn how to do as I go along with this. So I'm keeping you guys on right till we get there. If you don't want to stay, you don't have to. It's just a morning commute with Jack to work. I mean, this is the only day I have to go to this place. I love coffee. I love my morning coffee. My morning coffee lasts me until about 4 o'clock. So I have 2 liquids that go into my body. Coffee? Wait, three liquids. And I mean it. That's all I have as far as liquids go. There's coffee, there's seltzer, and there's water. That's it. Nothing else. Boring. Oh, went down to 1 on that. Yeah, I love my coffee. Though, I look so forward to. I actually, I can't wait to get up and make my fresh coffee. And somebody on my channel here, a subscriber, had suggested, because I was getting Dunkin' Donuts. I think I've talked about this before. I know I've talked about it. But they had suggested to try out the donut shop coffee. I think that's what it's called. And, they had suggested to go to Walmart and get that. So I did. And, yeah, it's much less expensive than Dunkin' Donuts. It's still expensive, though. And I think that there's other donut shop coffees. I mean, it's not like it's just Walmart, which I thought it was, and that has that. You can go to there's other brands that have it. But my problem is there's got to be decaf, I have to be able to have decaf. That's important. I don't need to be drinking straight caffeine. All right, we're going to slow down here because we're going to come into a school zone here, where you got to go 20 miles an hour. Kind of not a very exciting drive, right? I mean, I'm not showing you guys anything mind-blowing. Well, that's because I'm just going to work. Sometimes work is just work, and you're not out taking a picturesque ride. I mean, this has its moments, though, All right, here we're down to 30 now, and then we're going to quickly drop down to 20. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, you don't mess around with these speed zones or school zones, You got to keep that speed where it should be. Here we go, 30. Sometimes I have trouble, though, with the 30 mile an hour speed zone, or speed limit. I mean, I don't mind it, but sometimes it's hard to keep it at that. It's going to go back to 40 here in a little bit. It's actually not that hard to keep it at that. To me, 30 miles is fine. You know me, I like 5 miles an hour. If I didn't have to go somewhere and I wasn't on a road where I had cars behind me, I would want to be going 5 miles an hour, because I just love to take my time. Really take my time. Horse speed, you know? Horse and buggy speed. Even slower than a horse and buggy. And I bet you they take these speed zones really serious if they're like, Jack, you're doing a what? You're doing a live stream? You're actually, I don't see why you can't though. I mean, it's just like being on the phone, right? As long as I am focused, which I am, I'm looking at the road. I don't mess around with that stuff. I see people that drive their cars and they're on their phones, and it just blows my mind. You know, they'll be making a text, they'll be doing a text, and that is just scary. So I used to bike a lot, you know, with a bicycle. And at one point, when I was doing a lot of subbing back in the day, if I wasn't at a gig with my other band, then I would sub, and I would take my bike to work. And you know, that was a 10-mile drive one way, or a little bit more depending on where I was living. But back in the day, it was like, I think it was over 10 miles. And I would do that from March until I couldn't do it. Maybe this time of year, you know, December. As soon as the snow came, you know, I would not do it anymore. But I don't ride a bike anymore really that much, because it's too dangerous. Although I would like to get one of those electric bikes. I think they're pretty cool. And I must be getting old if I want to ride an electric bike. But they're something else, right? But they're dangerous too. I was never a motorcycle guy. And I'm sorry if I'm not able to read anybody's comments right now, unless they're 5 words or longer, or shorter, probably. So it's just me talking. I'm sorry. Wish I could hear your guys' voices and we could go back and forth that way. But not when you're driving, you know. Okay, here's the Hudson River again. So, isn't that nice? It's beautiful. I am taking in today because I'll tell you what, I'm not ready for snow yet. Once it comes, it'll be all right, I suppose. I mean, I live where I live, so what do you expect, Jack? You're going to get snow. All right, I can up the speed to 40 now. But tomorrow, this will be a completely different scene. I like it. If we're going to get snow, I wish it would wait until like Christmas Eve. That'd work for me. Or a day or two before Christmas. And then you know what? As far as I'm concerned, it can be gone after January 1st. But then again, I make the most of whatever season we're in, and if there's snow on the ground, then yeah. The thing is, with the snow where I live, it tends to turn into not nice snow rather quickly. I'm just in an area where we don't get a lot of snow lately, although that's probably going to change. I mean, there's been plenty of years where we did get a lot, but it seems like we haven't lately. Yeah, I think there's snow coming. It's in the forecast. If you were to look at my area, Saratoga Springs area, look at this truck up here. I'm sorry, this train. I don't know if I talked about it the other day in the channel, guys. One of my favorite one of my favorite YouTube channels is Stobe the Hobo, who's no longer with us. He was actually killed on a train, but I really enjoyed his channel. It was different. It was raw and it was good. It was back before we had the technology that we have now. So, you know, he was one of the earlier YouTubers, one of the pioneers of the whole thing. And he's very much a legend out there. You know what? The thing is, I watched him for a long time before I realized that he was dead. had been killed, and he had been killed several years before I even found his channel, and I didn't even know that he was had passed away. And that was kind of, oh my gosh, I got a whole line of cars behind me, you guys. You can't see that, but I do. But you know what? I'm going the speed limit. In fact, I'm going too fast. I gotta cut back down to 30 now. So I don't know what, well actually, they're not behind me, they're behind some other cars. I'm not the one holding people up. It's someone farther back. I don't know if they're holding anybody up, or there's just a long line of cars. You can't pass here. You pass here, you're gonna get pulled over. No, I'm in the middle of town right now. Can't do that. This is Mechanicsville, and it's a little, I guess you would call it industrial town. Is that what you would call it? You know, a lot of factories, or a bit of factories. I don't know if if a lot of these are running anymore. They used to, but it's just got that feeling to it. I'm not a big factory town person. Mickey D's. See, busy in here. I'm a country boy. Country boy. But this is a small town right here. You know, as far as towns go, there you go. We just went through the whole town. Of course, this town is more than that road right there, but that was the gist of it. Sorry, I gotta snuff my nose, all right? Yeah, the Hudson River is still to my left over there. You can't see it now, but it's there. It gets nicer down here too, but we're gonna cut off from the Hudson River in about a minute and head west. And eventually we'll head into the Clifton Park area, which is bigger. You know, it's not like some huge city or anything, but it's got a lot more people. Maybe it's called the suburbs. Maybe that's what you call that. Yeah, people are always in a hurry. I'm never in a hurry. And I always give myself plenty of time so I don't have to be in a hurry. In fact, let me see here. I'm gonna get to work in about less than 10 minutes, and I don't even need to be there for a half an hour. So this is well, it's about I don't know. Right now so when we left my house, I've been on this for 29 minutes, almost 30 minutes. So we left 30 minutes ago, or right around then. And we'll see. I've got another 10 minutes to go, or less. And I don't have to do this every day. I just visit this place once a week, this particular school. This is I work with 2-year-old, wait a minute, what do I work with? I work with 3-year-olds through 6-year-olds. So it's the nursery kids, I don't know, whatever they call a 3-year-old. I work with 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5 and 6-year-olds. 3 different groups of people, 5 classes. I think it's 5 classes. I start at 9:30, yeah. Each class is a half an hour, and there's 5 classes. I'm done by noon. I mean, that's a nice short day, right? That's the longest day I have. Usually I'm at a place for an hour and a half or 40 minutes, you know. Depends. Like, there's another place that I visit, and I visit 3 classrooms there, and I do work with 2-year-olds, then 3-year-olds, and then 4-year-olds. There's a whole bunch of them. And in the second half of the year, I'll be getting ready for some residencies. Those are usually a week long, anywhere from 2 or 3 days to 5 days. I'm really not doing too many of the longer ones now because I'm just too busy with all my other gigs to be able to do that kind of thing. And all of these things pay quite well, you know. I have to say I'm pretty fortunate in that respect. It's just that, like, this time of year, man, I don't have that much work for December because I lose, when I don't work, I don't get paid. And there's vacations. We just did the Thanksgiving thing. I lost a little bit there. And then we're going to come into Christmas and I lose work there. There's a week or two where I lose some work. Then once the new year rolls around again, it's good. That's why I'd like to have this YouTube channel work out a little bit better. You know, I'd like to get a whole lot more subscribers. The more subscribers you have and the more watch time you have, the better the money that you make. And again, guys, it's not about me making money, but it is a little bit because I have to make enough money to be able to do these things. I don't need to get rich. I just need to be able to do what I want to do. And yeah, I work really hard on my videos. I'm trying to always get better at it. But I don't expect anything from you guys other than just watch the channel, man. Watch my videos, give them a thumbs up, spread the word. You know, try to watch the videos all the way through if you can. It really helps my channel that way. But I'm not asking for money from anybody. I'm not turning it down either, but I'm not asking for it. That's for sure. That's not what... To be able to do this, I think, you know... turn this around again. To be able to just have a channel where you have subscribers, and it took me a long... It's taken me a long time to just get the number of subscribers I have, which is not... I'm not going to complain about it, but, you know, I've been at this for a while, and, you know, I guess it's just taken me a while to find my niche or have it catch on a little bit. And so I'm very grateful for everyone that is on my channel and watches it. It's something that didn't really come that naturally to me. Go ahead and watch some of my videos in the beginning there. And I'm still not great at it. I do an all right job. I try my best, put it that way. You know, I'm doing my best at this. I really give it my all. It is by far my passion. That and music, you know. I'm doing the two things in life that give me lots of passion. I get to be creative. That's what I get to do for a living. And we are almost there. We're going to be there in less than 5 minutes. We've been on here for 35, almost 36 minutes. I mean, this isn't busy, but it's just, what do you call this kind of area? There's a lot of little stores. It's certainly not, it's not much to look at. Lots of businesses. So I'm going to Mother Teresa's. That's where I'm going. Mother Teresa's Academy. That's where we're heading right now. And I got to use the bathroom too. And all I'm doing with these kids right now is they're getting ready for their holiday concert. So they have to learn a bunch of songs. They sing with it's all pre-recorded. Although I do know some of them otherwise. But they're going to sing these songs for their parents here, have a concert in about 2 weeks, and they'll sing along with the music that's pre-recorded. So what I do is I go in, they have all these moves they do with it, you know, dance moves and stuff, or whatever, movements that go along with it. And that's what I do for half an hour with them. I get to play my guitar at the end after we go over the songs, but for the most part, there's about 5 minutes in each class at the end where we get to do music. And this is only for 2 more weeks, and then back to regular music with Jack. Music time with Jack. All right, let's see here now. All right, guys, we're here. Thanks for coming along. That worked out. I mean, I was able to keep you guys on the live stream. I think it went the whole time. Let's see here. I'm sipping down some coffee before I go in. All right, you guys. So, I am definitely filming tomorrow's snowstorm. That'll be fun. And I just put out a video last night, which was over about the past week, you know, different things that I did along there. And I'm working on the next video. I don't know what I'm doing, except, I know it's going to be a snowstorm. I'm thinking I'm going to do some cooking segments, although I don't really cook much, but it'll be fun. And more live streams. And again, this was not a scheduled thing, but just something I thought I would try out and see how it works out. And I don't know. I mean, if somebody doesn't want to watch the live stream, they just don't have to. It's just good practice for me. So thanks for coming along if you did. And I don't expect anybody to, but if somebody shows up for my drive, then that's cool. But I think, we'll stick with that Friday night one, because that is a fun one. And then these things will just be random. Maybe just random live streams. I'm going to try to find another place, though, where there's one where, where it's a scheduled thing. We'll see. All right, enough. I got to get inside now. All right, guys, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for showing up, and I will talk to you soon. It's a beautiful day here tomorrow, and I hope you have a good weather wherever you are. Be safe, be kind, spread the love, and again, thank you for showing up. All right, guys, peace out. We'll see you again.